What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to disassemble and clean your Stoeger M3500. And mine is pretty dirty because I took it out with me duck hunting last weekend and I hadn't cleaned it since, and I really need to do that because I ran about 3 boxes of shells through there. I'm going to show you how to disassemble, take the barrel off, clean that, clean some of the inner assembly pieces, and how to remove those as well, and basically go over what you'll need to get it back in order for your next hunt or upcoming adventure. So let's get right to it. My gun clean kit that I use, I just bought one of the cheap portable ones off of Amazon. I don't remember how much. I think it was like 16 bucks. So this worked pretty good for me. It's, you know, easy to transport and take with you. You could put it in a blind bag or something if you're out in the field and needed it to. So it's pretty convenient. But anyways, so that's what I'm going to be using today to do my gun cleaning. And then I also have some Mossy Oak CLP gun cleaning oil that I'm going to be using on this as well. Okay, so to begin with, we are going to unscrew our top piece here to release everything so we can take our barrel off. Okay, now it'll fall right out. And then we're going to grab our barrel and our stock and we're going to pull out. Okay, and then that will release our barrel and our stock, and now we have it separated. And then the barrel and the stock just separate, so you can pop that out and now your stock comes off. And you don't want to like pull immediately out because it's hooked in here essentially, so you want to pop out and slide back, and then it releases both of those. Okay, so now we have that separated. Really doesn't take much time at all, pretty quick and easy. What I'm going to do is take a paper towel here, and I'm going to put it here because once I start cleaning out of the barrel, I want it all to fall on here, and then I'll just throw that away so that I don't have the excess gunpowder and gunk getting in my case and everywhere. I'm going to attach my wire gun barrel brush to the end of my cleaning kit. And then I'm going to take that and run it down the barrel so that I start getting it cleaned off. And what you'll notice is this excess gunpowder residue. You're going to start seeing that come out of the barrel. Okay, so I'll just run that through a couple times and get that cleaned out pretty well. And then once I do that, I can go ahead and take my brush off, and I'm going to swap it out for a fabric brush, which is going to contain our oil. I like to take the spray bottle of oil that I have, and I'll just spray it on here a few times. So get it coated decently well. And then going to pick up my barrel again, and same thing, going to run it down in there while holding it over my rag for any excess. And then usually I'll run that through a few times. Again, I'm not really sure if you can see through the barrel on this, but if you can probably tell that it looks a lot cleaner. And so now we've cleaned out the inside of it. I also keep a rag with me, and I'll put some oil on that. What I do is I turn my barrel around towards the end here, and then I take that rag and wipe that down so that we can get that nice and clean as well, where some of that residue is going to be left or where our brush just didn't quite pick up on it. And then I'm not running it over the camo pattern on my gun because you really don't need to on the camo, and I don't actually want to take that finish off either. So now that we've done that, we can see this is nice and clean. So we have our barrel done, and I can go ahead and set that out of the way and aside because we're done with it for the time being. Now we're on to the rest of our gun. So we want to take our receiver out, or our bolt slider. That might not be the official term, but what we're going to do is pull our lever piece, essentially. It pulls straight out. Okay, and it will pull straight out. So once we have that pin released, I can go ahead and set it out of the way. And now I'm going to release this, and it lets our bolt and slider out so that we can actually pull that off the end of our gun and now separate it out. Okay, so this will also separate off the top of the rail, so I can set that out the side as well, along with that piece. Now our gun's really getting down to the bare bones, but we still can take our trigger guard out and assembly here. So in order to do that, we need to pop this pin out that's right here, and we need to do that on the back side. So to pop this out, usually what I'll do is I'll take a little screwdriver, or you could use like the end of some pliers on one side, but you need to pop that pin, which is right here. So we need to apply a little bit of pressure, okay? And now that I punch that through, we can see that it's showing on the other side here now, and I can go ahead and grab that pin and pull it out all the way. So now that our pin's out, I'll set it over here, and now our trigger assembly is going to be free. So we can now pull that out, and now we see, okay, we have our trigger assembly, and we can take that and go over and do a little bit of cleaning to it. I can set that out of the way. And then now our gun is really essentially just down to the very basics and the stock. So it's pretty bare bones right now. We also have this metal release in here where our button holds things into place and kicks the shells in. I'm going to take my rag and just run it on the inside of there. And it's not necessarily like something you have to do. I just typically do it. So anyways, I'll run inside there. You could also wipe down the inside a little bit if you wanted and clean out any debris that might be caught in there. So you can go ahead and just wipe that down a little bit. You could blow it out and get the rest of that gunk kicked out there as well. So now I'm going to set that over here with my oiled down rag. I will take that and go over the various pieces that I have just to get it clean, finished, and oiled up. So I can go over our rail assembly, and then I'll just set them out of the way once I get them finished. And then this isn't something that I typically take apart, like to do a deep clean or anything on. If you start having a lot of issues where your shells just don't kick back in or eject, I would take this apart and double check that the spring in there isn't broken. I did have a case where mine was broken in half, and I was able to pop the pins out, slide this out, and buy a replacement spring, which was about $10 at the time, and put it back in, and that fixed all my issues with the gun not ejecting. Not saying that's going to be the fix for you, but it is a potential troubleshoot that you could check out if you needed it. So I'm just going through and getting everything good and wiped down. When I get to my trigger assembly, I don't take this apart just because I never really messed with it before, and I'm afraid I'll have issues like where I won't be able to get it back in place, or I'll forget or something, and it'll just cause me more problems. I never really had it though to where I feel like it's super just terribly dirty to where I need it. But I go ahead and wipe it down real good and get some oil on it. And if I see anything in there I need to take care of, you could pick out any of that debris or blow it out or things like that. But you know, I just kind of wipe over it all and get it cleaned up. And I think mine looks pretty good. I don't really think there's any reason to do any further cleaning on mine. And I never, again, have had to. So anyways, it stays pretty good and clean most of the time, it seems like. And then I just wipe my pins and assemblies here. Now that I've wiped everything down, I'm ready to reassemble my gun. We are going to start with our trigger assembly. Now you need to keep in mind this metal that's inside of here, you're going to want to press that in when you put your trigger guard in. So we are going to kick this back in place, get it lined up while we are still pressing on that. And now I can get it lined up to where our pin's at. Take our pin, drive that back in. Now our pin's back in place. We're all good on that. I'll take our rail here, set our bolt slider back on it. I'm going to set that over the top just like this. The spring's going to keep it out here. I'm going to grab that and slide it back in. And then I'm going to take my slider pin here and I'm going to get that put back in, and now it holds it locked in place. Now, all we have to do is put our barrel back on and our gun is fully clean. I'm going to take my stock piece and my barrel. I'm going to slide it together like that. I'll keep it out here a little bit and go on the underneath side. Okay, and then when I get close, I'm going to lock that in. Sometimes you'll have where the inside of this is catching, like where your plug's at. So you may need to hold that in a little bit as you slide it. We can slide it back in place. Okay, now I can take my top piece and twist that back on until we get it nice and tight. Okay. And our gun is once again fully reassembled, and this time around it is now clean. So we are good and ready to go. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate your time, and until next one.